In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up private journals between the instructor and the student to help with discussion and reflection in your course. We did have a separate video where we went over individual and course blogs, but these are not private. They are viewable to all members of the course. So in this tutorial, let's go over how you can make a private journal that only you can see what each student has written and they cannot see one another's work. Log into Blackboard and select one of your courses. And you're going to go over to the control panel. Click on the Course Tools menu, and what that does is expands all the tools that you have made available in the course, and you'll see journals here listed alphabetically. By selecting journals, it's going to allow you to create a journal for your course, and you can tell here when you read the description that it's a reflective tool for students. Let me show you how these settings look when you select the Create Journal button. All journals will need to be named. Anything that has the orange asterisk is a required field, and you can place the instructions in this area, and they'll show up on the student screen under the title with any sort of instructions or elaboration that you've included. You have the option of making the journal available immediately when you create it, or you can turn this off if you want to create it early and come in later during the course and turn it on manually, or you can keep it set for yes and set the date and time availability, and you have a nice interactive calendar and time feature, which now includes both a midnight and an end of day, unlike our previous version of Blackboard. Then you have the ability to set up the journals to be broken into monthly chunks or weekly, depending on the frequency of the student blogging. And if you would like students to be able to edit and delete their entries, this is nice if they have grammar mistakes or spelling mistakes. And they can also delete comments if you choose. Now, this particular feature down here, permit course users to view the journal, is a way of negating the privacy option. It's here in the event that you've set up a journal, you're halfway through, and you would like at some point to share, but if you do not turn this feature on, these students will remain, blogs will remain private to you and the students. Finally, the grading feature, if you select to have this graded, two things are going to happen. One, you will have a column automatically generated in the Grade Center, and the other is a button will now appear when you are in the instructor view of this blog, this private journal. You'll have a participation and grading link that will allow you to grade each student's work right in the blog screen. To add a private journal to one of your content areas, you then go into the content area, and then you'll choose an interaction button, which is here at the top of the screen, interactive tool, and you'll see you have the choice to add a journal. This is going to link you over to your journal's tools, so when you make this selection here, you can choose the private journal that you've already created, and now it's going to be deployed inside a content area. You do have another chance to make a couple of additional settings, adding any sort of text that you would like. The availability and the date restrictions are also included. This is what a student will view. I'm logged in right now as a fake student that I've enrolled in my course, and here's the student's very busy homepage, and I have put this private journal in a content area. So here you'll see it here, the private journal. When the student selects this, they can create a new journal entry. Any journal entries that they have already added are listed in descending order. This one was set up to have grading, so they can see a little bit about how many entries they've had, how many comments have been made between the student and the instructor, and then if the instructor had already graded, the student would see the grade here, the date that it was graded, and any feedback that the instructor did. So you can create private journals for discussion and reflection in Blackboard version 9.